Hello Cancer, and welcome to your reading for March 2024. Cancer, I'm not going to lie, this is challenging. It's a challenging month for you. You have the world at your feet, and yet there's so much stress and anxiety, and there's just some interesting cards in here. I think it's going to be all over the place. So I'm starting out March with you at a crossroads, or feeling like, have you made the right decision around a career move or a work position that you've taken up, or something that you're doing? I've got you, like the first card out, we're sitting at a crossroads, right? And then you're wondering, do I need to walk away from something? Have I made a wrong choice? Do I need to walk away from something that has to do with where I make my money? So that's not a great way to start the month. However, directly after that, I've got the World and the Magician coming through. So I'm thinking that with the World and the Magician, the world is your oyster, and you can turn brass into gold. So whatever this shitty situation is going on at the start of the month around work and home, I think there's home stuff going on here too, you can find your way out of it. It might look diabolical at the moment, and you feel betrayed in some kind of way, and you don't know what you're going to do moving forward. You have the tools within yourself to figure it all out, because my Magician, as I said, we turn brass into gold. So you turn lemons into lemonade, basically. You've got that power this month, and you might not see it, but the world is actually at your feet. There's a situation that you're going to walk away from, whether it be a work situation or a home situation, or your house or a rental or your home, something like that. It's actually not going to be that bad in the end. It's pretty shitty to start with, but it's not that bad in the end. So that's, and look, Cancer, this is all happening in the first week or two of March. So it's a lot. It's a lot to do, a lot to think about. I can see you overthinking things. I can see you probably mulling over and overthinking, and maybe you're doing all the scenarios in your head. You know how we have conversations in our head with people that we're never going to have, but we have them anyway, and you know, we all do that sort of thing. It's time to just quiet the noise. You know what you need to do. You have the tools, but you're so stressed out, Cancer. As I said, I've got my Queen of Cups in here, so overthinking, overdoing everything, and maybe giving too much to all the people around you. Maybe it's time to pull back. My Queen of Cups is really good at putting everyone before herself. Maybe it's time for you to do some me time. There's the stress. So you're walking around, your Six of Swords there, walking around feeling like you're telling everyone you're all okay. I'm on top of this, it's all good, I'm fine, nothing to worry about over here. And yet you're in knots. You are actually in knots. And then we're not sleeping at night either. So again, we're keeping ourselves awake at night with our thoughts. Again, you know how everything is so dramatic at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then we go through all these scenarios in our head of all the things that can go wrong in our life. Yeah, you're not the only one. Everybody does it, but you're really, really doing it in March, Cancer. I feel like I want to say to you that even though it looks like things aren't that great, there's so many good things in here too, and you can't see them. So I guess maybe it would be good for you to write down the blessings that you have, because you do have them. You actually have the world at your feet when it comes to money and career. Yes, maybe you've made a misstep or a sidestep that you regret, but that's okay. You can change that. That's easy. Just change it. And you're ending March still feeling a little bit, you're a bit more peaceful at the end of March, but you're also still feeling less confident. It's interesting, isn't it, Cancer, because the way you feel about yourself is very low, and yet you have all these opportunities coming for you as well at the same time. So I hope that feeling of low self-worth doesn't impact you moving forward and decisions that you make, because it shouldn't. You actually have a lot to look forward to. Any Cancers that are trying to get pregnant, my Queen of Pentacles is coming in towards the end of the month, so there is a good opportunity there for pregnancies and babies or grandbabies or pets, something like that, to come into your family, or an announcement of some sort around that in your family. So that's really nice as well. The only other thing I might point out around work, and I keep coming back to work, I know, is if you're unhappy, ask for a raise. you might be surprised at what happens. If you put your hand out and say, hang on a minute, I'm juggling all this stuff and I feel like I deserve more, they can only say no, can't they? Just have a red hot crack, because I think you might be surprised by the outcome of that. But you have to be brave enough to do it, don't you, Cancer? It's all very well talking about it, but then actually walking into your boss and saying it, a whole other ball game, I know. But try and put your big boy pants or your big girl pants on and see how you go. Okay, Cancer, that's it for March, and I will see you next month. Bye-bye.